Good morning, I am back in Dubai. I'm so happy to be back. It is Monday, 17th of August. If you watched my last video, yes, I was meant to fly back to Dubai last Tuesday. I changed my flight the morning of because I'm just a girl and I had a total crash out, but I'm going to get to that crash out through this video and actually explain why it was the best thing that has happened to me in a long time. So anyways, I had a crash out, spent a few extra days at home with my family, and now I am back in Dubai. It is Monday and I am dressed for my day. So let me show you a little outfit check. This is the outfit of the day. These jeans are so cute. They're like little fold over low rise. And we love them. And yes, I did get my lips done. And yes, there is a big fat bruise, so just ignore that. But this morning, I had a lie on because I was very tired from my flight. And the first part of my reset was back reading. I am reading The Book You Want Everyone You Love to Read. The Book You Want Everyone You Love to Read. That is what I'm reading. So I done that. I done a little bit journaling. And now I am going to have my brekkie and start my work day. And then see where the reset day takes us. The lighting is awful because the light is behind me. But I'm making my brekkie. And I literally eat the same breakfast every day, which I will show you now in a second. So we have rice cakes with avo, and then I pop some flax seeds over those. So just a few little seeds. I do not weigh or track my food anymore. I've done it for such a long time. I honestly cannot be asked. And then I make my eggs. This morning I fried them. I'm not a fantastic egg maker, but these ones actually aren't too bad. Is our brekkie. She is simple, add some salt, it keeps me full for hours. And the best way to start your day is a good breakfast and caffeine, but nice high protein brekkie. Step number 1 of getting my shit back together is drinking enough water again. So first 1.5 liters is down. Definitely need to put an emphasis on my hydration right now with Dubai summer. It is like 45 degrees outside. When you're training, you're sweating. Go for a walk, you're sweating. Sat in your apartment, you're sweating. Like, it's hot. So lots of hydration. And that's something I have been slacking on, I can't lie. Yes, I'm a coach. Yes, I still struggle sometimes. I like to drink like big bottles, or what I'll do is put my water into a sippy cup that has a straw, because that is a life hack to drinking more water. But yeah, like I said, I have been in a little bit of a funk, and I didn't even realise I was in a funk because I had been feeling really good, like feeling good in my body, feeling good in my skin, and feeling happy. Like I've been feeling really happy these last few months. And usually when I'm in a funk, I don't feel happy, like I feel quite low. But when I had my crash out on Tuesday, I realised that even though I've been really happy, I've just been feeling this like low vibe underneath everything. And I do think massively it was just because my routine hasn't been as strong as it could be. You know, I haven't been reading, I haven't been journaling, haven't been meditating. And they're all things that do make me feel really good and allow me to vibrate on a higher frequency. But it is things that we will all fall in and out of sometimes. And I think it's so important to just give yourself grace to understand that you're not going to be perfectly on it at all times. But pulling yourself back to the things that make you feel good is what matters the most. So that's what this week is about for me. And I feel like my crash out just allowed the clouds to lift, and it allowed me to see where maybe my standards had slipped with myself, with my routine, and that I was falling a little bit into being comfortable because I feel comfortable in my life, right? Like I'm happy. I have the life that I could have wished for a year ago. And yeah, I let myself get a bit complacent, but I think we all do that sometimes, and it's normal and it's part of being human. But I know that I have so much potential to unlock in myself, in my business, and with my personal development. And so you're only doing yourself a disservice by not doing that. It is coming up to 2 p.m. I am finishing off some check-ins and admin work, and then I'm going to train and do my meal prep, which I will share with you guys as well, because I know so many people struggle with meal prep, and I sometimes do as well. But I have a couple of non-negotiable staples that I stick to that make my meal prep quick and easy, and it just means that there's no guesswork involved. Still sat in the same position, but a tip for organising yourself, okay? So I always use Google Calendar. I will show you now. So this is my current week on Google Calendar so far. But instead of mapping out like literally hour by hour, minute by minute, that stresses me out. I roughly plan out my week. Like I'll slot in my sessions, my steps, my calls and stuff that I have booked in. And then what I do is I use an old-fashioned notebook and I write down a list of everything that I need to do that week. So I'll do like a week to-do list of non-negotiable tasks that need to be done. And then I break it down into days. So every night before I go to bed, I'll write down my 3 to 5 tasks that will take me closer to boxing everything off my to-do list in that week. And that just means that you have more flexibility with your routine as well, where like sometimes I find if I lock everything into Google Calendar, I get a bit stressed out when it doesn't pan out that way. So for me, I find building out my calendar in a rough structure and then using a weekly task list and then smaller daily non-negotiables works best for me, because right now I can see what I have left to do today, and it's only 3 p.m. and I'm already like on track for my day. And another thing that I do is, obviously my steps are like indoors now because it's really hot outside. I give myself work tasks to do on the treadmill so that I don't feel like I'm wasting my time on the treadmill. And I do that when I do my outdoor steps as well, but I'll give myself tasks that can be done from my phone, whether it's replying to messages, creating content, anything like that. Or if I have finished work and I'm doing steps on the treadmill, I bring a book and I read it. So I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. But I'm gonna meal prep now. Okay, meal prep. Completely forgot to record as I was actually doing the meal prep, but what I've done is I've done chicken and veg in the air fryer. So literally just seasoned my chicken with peppers, and then on the pan I cooked some mince for bolognese. So I was doing those 2 things simultaneously. Now I have pasta cooking and also rice, and that is 3 lunches and dinners for the next 3 days, done in 40 minutes total between prep, clean up and actually cooking the food. So if you are on a time crunch, just make simple meals. Doesn't need to be complicated, doesn't need to be anything mad. And what I do then is I just portion those meals out into separate containers, and then I'll add my toppings like cheese to the bolognese, I'll add salad and beetroot and stuff like that to the chicken and rice, so that I've got more veg. But so easy, so simple, and this is me setting out for the next 3 days, and all I need to worry about each day is making my breakfast, which I have the same breakfast every day anyways, which is eggs, and then I've got Greek yogurt and protein powder and stuff for through the day. So very easy, very simple. I'm not a chef. You don't have to be a chef to eat clean and make progress towards your goals. You just have to find quick and easy meals that fit into your life, and these are my 2 go-tos. It is so dark here now, but it is just about to turn 7 p.m. and I'm going now to do my workout. A little bit later than I anticipated, but I got myself into a proper workflow after I had my lunch, so that's what happened. And it's very easy to like make excuses for yourself when it's busy, but this is why I set like small non-negotiables every day. So like all I need to go do is do like 5 upper body exercises, and the gym is literally downstairs in my apartment. So I'm gonna do that, having my electrolytes, Humantra. All my food prep is done for the next few days. I also scheduled out my work for the next few days, like planned some content and got things organised. So that keeps me on top of my shit, and I don't put any like unrealistic standards on myself when I am getting back to movement or getting back into good habits. I feel like this is the mistake so many people make. They try to do too much on day 1 or even on week 1 and then really struggle to get into it. So all I am doing is going to walk on the treadmill for half an hour, 10k steps, doesn't matter, half an hour on the treadmill, and a 30-minute upper body session. That is so achievable. And then I'm going to come back, get showered, have my dinner, which is in the fridge ready to go, and then I have a call at 9:15. So that will be my work day. That's it then. So it's been a very chilled reset day, but I feel so good going into this week. And High Rocks Abu Dhabi just got announced, and I think I'm going to do it because that will keep me locked in as well. But let me show you my fridge, because this is the most food that's been in my fridge in ages. So this is the fridge. We've got water, Coke Zero. This is my food prep, Greek yogurt, eggs, and that is literally it. Also a bottle of champagne, because why would we not have a bottle of champagne in the fridge? It's all about balance, gals. So that is me. Gonna go train upper body now. Not gonna bring this with me because I'm training in the apartment gym and I don't like disturbing people when I'm in the apartment. So gonna do that and I will touch base later. Gym is done, and I also went for a little walk outside. I braved the heat, and to be honest, it's not as bad as I anticipated for middle of August. I was here this time last year and it was definitely hotter, I feel. So that is a win. Typical me, I meals prep spag bol for dinner today, but I actually just don't want it. I don't feel really hungry this evening, so I'm actually making some protein oats instead, because I just feel like they sit a little bit easier on my stomach, and it is 9 p.m. so yeah, I just kind of messed up my day with food because I woke up later this morning, which is fine because I still got my meals in, still hit my protein. And that is what it's about. It's about being consistent. It's not about being perfect. And that is what I kind of wanted to reiterate in this video, is that you can fall off track or lose your kind of motivation from time to time, but the worst thing you can do is try to expect yourself to be perfect again straight away. Today I literally just focused on getting ahead with work because I've got some really exciting projects that I'm working on that need finalising, and just setting myself up for a successful week. So doing my food prep, getting out for some fresh air, getting some movement in, and making sure my apartment is clean and tidy, because a tidy space is a tidy mind, and planning out and setting out my non-negotiables for the week. And that is what getting back to yourself looks like. It doesn't have to be this monumental thing. It can literally be the smallest little habits, and I feel like that is what so many people miss out on, because obviously on social media people make it out that you've got to do these crazy like 10-step rituals in order to be successful, and that's just not it. So I'm gonna do some more little days in the life to show you guys what a realistic day in the life actually looks like as a busy business owner, someone who honestly doesn't have the time or the inclination to train for 3 hours a day, to do all this crazy shit. I like a simple life, and that is what my clients love as well, and that's exactly what we teach our girls: floor habits, ceiling habits, and just showing up the best you can. And every day that will look different, but I'm very glad to be getting back to myself and feeling good again. I feel motivated, I feel inspired, I feel excited, and I'm about to put a big fat scoop of peanut butter in my oats. It is a good time to be alive, guys. It's a good time to be alive. But I've got a call now in 20 minutes, and then I'm going to switch off. I will show you my skincare routine and my little bed routine. I've literally just brought 8 books into the bathroom to create a little tripod to record my skincare routine. So I just got off a consult call with a new client starting, which I'm so excited about. It's actually one of my client's sisters, and she has struggled with like binge or strict cycles, all or nothing approaches for pretty much her whole life. She has a really busy career, busy work life, and just struggles to prioritize herself. So I'm very excited to work with her on both her fitness, her mindset, habits, building a healthy relationship with food. And then I used to always struggle with is switching off in the evening time after a day of work. Like it's 10:15 now and I've just finished, and the worst thing to do is just get straight into bed and try to go to sleep. So I always put efforts and time into my skincare routine, because I feel like when you make efforts with your self-care, you do feel better, you operate at a higher standard. And it's also why I dress myself for work every day. Even though I like sit at home working, I dress myself for work every day, put a little bit of makeup on and make myself feel good, because I do believe that when you put that energy into yourself, you perform better. So skincare time, and I thought I'd show you what I'm using. But yeah, like I said, today was just a little bit of a reset day, but honestly feels so good. Like I feel like I kind of have spent a lot of this year like locked out. There's this meme on Instagram and it's like, I'm locked out with the keys inside, and I feel like that's been me. I've been so focused on business this year and launching new projects that I do sometimes struggle with the decision fatigue of making myself a full priority, and I still make myself a priority at all times of the year. Like, I have my non-negotiable habits that I never let slip, but it's just like the excitement behind it, you know. But I'm actually so excited to just focus on me, focus on business, and have a unbelievable end to 2026. Like, I can't believe that it's almost September. It's absolutely wild, right? Because this time last year was when I came back to Dubai after going through my breakup, and I was homeless. I had no idea what I was even coming back here for. Like, being dead honest, I literally was like, what am I doing with my life? I literally was starting all over again from scratch. And now 12 months later, life is fucking good, guys. Like, I'm so happy with my life, my little apartment, like all the travel I've done this year, the milestones I've had in business. Like, it has been such an unbelievable 12 months of growth, learning more about myself. It's been amazing. Done my cleansing there, and I'm just gonna throw a little bit of micellar water on to just make sure that it's all off me. Skin is having a little bit of a flare up at the minute, like at my jawline, and it's definitely my hormones because my cycle is a little bit fucked at the moment, but I'm working on getting that under control. For the main event, what am I going to use on my skin today? So I used these Medicube pore pads, but I used it last night, so I'm not going to use it again today because you should only use it like 3 times a week, but I love them. So I'm using the Beauty of Jocelyn Eye Serum, which I love. I love Korean skincare, guys. Like, it's actually so good. And I'm just going to put that under my eyes because I want to look 21 forever. I'm almost 27. I'm 27 at the end of this year, which feels scarily close to 30, but anyways, enough. That, and then I'm actually going to put a little bit of this acne out onto my spots. Oh no, I need a new one. No, I don't. Acne out just here on the little spots that I have. It's literally only ever at my jawline. Other than that, I've got pretty clear skin. I do have one here though, so I'm gonna just put it here and like 1 or 2 there. This stuff does dry your skin out, so I try to not use it too much. Medicube PDRN Pink Collagen cream. Oh my days. It is 10. So it looks like this. This is what I spoke about in my last vlog and I forgot to show you. So I lather this onto my skin and I literally bathe myself in this. Like, I put a good bit of it on and yeah, bathe myself in her. It's so nice. You wake up with the most glowing skin, and that is what we want. Like, we are going for glass skin in 2026, gals. So also down the neck, because the neck is what makes you look like an old bitch, and I'm not here for looking like an old bitch. So I don't fully like rub it in, like I leave it that my skin looks like there's olive oil on it, and that absorbs as I sleep, and it is 10. That's my skincare routine. I don't do anything mad with my skin. I honestly couldn't be fucked. Like, who needs a 10-step skincare routine? Not me. And I use the certified cleanser if anyone's wondering. Anyways, that's me. I'm gonna go read my book in bed with a cup of tea, and that is gonna wind me down, get me off my screen before I sleep. But I hope you enjoyed my little vlog today. I am really going to try to be consistent over the next few months with YouTube, because I actually love just chatting shit to my phone, like not my phone, my DJI, and also my phone. But yes, if you enjoyed, please subscribe, leave a comment, thumbs up, and I'll see you all in the next video.